Welcome back. This is part 8 of How Not to Be a Simp, or to Stop Being a Simp. Part 8 is not understanding your value. There are times when we as socially challenged may not understand our value or level of attractiveness. Now this is often stated, it basically means that you don't know how good you look to other people. It's a good one for me. But I would say as a way of mitigating that was basically try to find somebody who is showing the signs of being interested in you. Okay, there are videos on YouTube about that, about the different ways different types of women may flirt with you or show signs they actually do like you. So I would invite you to go look those up and see if you can find things that give you more of an idea of how to see when somebody is attracted to you. Females don't seem to be very, obvious in their flirtations. A lot of times it seems like they're a little bit more sneaky when they look at somebody. Okay. So guys usually are like, oh my God! Women are like, whoop! And they rolling, or they might walk beside you or something weird, you know what I mean? Weird for us, but that's normal for them. But kind of reminds you of Animal Kingdom type stuff, Peacock who does this big old tail fan, or they may have some type of display that they use to actually attract attention. Okay, so, but there are videos for that you should go look up. I would invite you to go look it up. Also, I would not discount yourself for women. I would say just because the way you look at yourself may be down here doesn't mean somebody up here. They're up here, but you may be up here for them. They're up here for you, but you actually may be up here for them. So you just kind of have to be observant or mindful. That's not always going to be the case, or it could be somewhere else. You could have somebody you think is down here be you, but you're here for them. But that just may be in look. But when you actually know the person, they may be up here for you. So looks aren't necessarily everything you should be looking for. A particular person that you may want to be with. So you have to keep your eyes open and keep your heart open as well. That don't mean you have to give it to everybody. Protect yourself, protect them as well. As they have feelings just like you have feelings. Let's see here. Now, the trap with having somebody who views you up here, and you may feel they're down here for you, okay, is that having someone that likes or loves you and is a really, really good feeling, okay, and we have to be mature enough to let that person go if that's not who we're interested in. There's nothing wrong with actually talking to them and seeing if you do have a deeper interest, because you may think they look okay, but you may not know the person. So you might want to get to know the person a little bit, relationally, just as a friend, friend zone, But if there's something there, hey, pursue. But if not, say, hey, I thought about it, I tried, but I'm not feeling like that, at least not right now, you know what I mean? And try to let the person off as much as possible. You go your way, they go theirs, But I will say this, and the Bible says that man It's not good for man to be alone. And I think that is something that in society we don't really realize how important it is for people to be around other people, and that we need somebody to be whatever with us. So there's this thing called solitary confinement in prison, and there are studies that when people go into solitary confinement, if they're in there for, I guess, too long of a period of time, it can mess with them really, really bad. Okay, so loneliness is not something you want to be. So you want to find some type of friend, even if you have to talk to your parents. Okay, even if you have to be around your parents, something you get some type of connection with somebody somewhere that's not bad for you. If you see a stranger, you need to get a step. You know what I'm saying? Don't be messing with those strangers. Find somebody you can trust. And if they break your trust by doing something, touching you in the wrong way, or doing some, weird talking, whatever, something that just sounds bad or makes you feel bad, that's not the person you need to be around. You probably need to go talk to your parents about that person, okay? But don't be around anybody that's going to cause you pain, okay? Or make you feel uncomfortable. But try to find a friend who's actually going to be somebody you can trust and confide. Excuse me. Yeah, but God says it's not good for man to be alone. And that was when he brought Eve into the world to be with him. But based on this verse, you can really summarize that God is always going to have somebody. He's going to provide somebody for everybody. Whether it be a good, a guy friend for you, and also a female, mate friend for you. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be a female friend as well. But God is always going to have somebody for you to make sure you're not alone. But just keep your eyes open so that you can realize who that person is and connect with them, because that could be a friend for life. Let's see. God values you even if no one else does, all right? So in your life, you have at least two people that love you and value you. That's going to be you, value yourself, and then you have God that values you. Because he made you and he loves you. In Psalms 139 verse 14, it says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. That means that God don't make no mistakes. When he made you, you are exactly what he wanted you to be. If you got abnormalities, if you have things that you don't like about yourself, trust me, God thinks you're absolute perfection. He loves you completely. He made you that way for a particular reason. All right? And just because you think that's not attractive, or that's not beneficial to you, or you're too short, or you're too tall, you're too skinny, you're too fat, you're too this, you're too that, for somebody, you're a masterpiece as well. They're going to love you how you are, just as you are. Okay? But you got to love yourself as well. Because you loving you is going to open the door for other people loving you. But if anybody should tell you that you're awesome, it should be you. And I would invite you to write down things about yourself. If you have people that tell you, people, bosses, teachers, that tell you something good about you, you need to write that stuff down. Write down the day, write how it made you feel, and just keep it like a diary or something like that, whether it be on a written diary or a Word document on your computer. But keep that information. If they say you're a good manager, if they say you're a good stacker, if they say you're kind, if they say you're a good friend, if they say you count money well, whatever it is, you need to have a sort of a I love me list of things that other people have told you, because you also include stuff that you love about yourself. And say who said it. And that way you'll always have a listing and always have a listing that's being built about positive things you see about yourself and others people see about you. And then you can come back to it. Let's just say you're not having the best day. Read back over those things that you other people have said to you, that you think about yourself, and it'll make you feel better. Okay, as well as that verse, it's Psalms 139, Psalm 139, chapter. Say it one more time. Psalms chapter 139, verse 14. I will praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. So say to yourself, God made me, and He fearfully and wonderfully made me. That means He took His time and said, yeah, I'm going to put this mold right there. All right, I'm going to make him this height. I'm going to make her like this. However, God made you perfect just as you are. So never forget that. But that is part 8. Is learning how to understand your value. Okay? You are valuable. You should see it. And write it down when other people see it and tell you.